Keep shopping for that Samsung level. We do have, like, I think we have at least 300 left, so call in and then you'll get in on it. So we're gonna move on to an item from First Alert. This is a 2-pack of a carbon monoxide and also a smoke detector. And you may say, well, wait a minute, we were just having so much fun. We were talking about Bluetooth headphones. Well, here's the deal. This is something that you need to have. Like every, when we, it's like when you set your clocks forward and back, you always have to remember to change the batteries. How about if I said for the next 10 years, you don't have to change your batteries again? You don't have to crawl up on that ladder that you feel very unsteady on. You don't have to, like, fumble around. I'll tell you, I recently, about a year ago, bought this because I'm the person that never remembers to change the battery, and I want to make sure everybody in my house is safe because I love my family, and I know you love your family, and I love everybody's family. I want everybody to be safe. So I wanted to make sure I got a deal like this at $89.95. I want you to remember, you're not going to buy batteries for 10 years. You're not going to worry about this for 10 years. Not only a smoke detector, but checking the carbon monoxide, which a lot of us are like, wait, I don't even have that in my house. A lot of people don't. So we're gonna bring out our BFF. Oh, I'm sorry, she's my BFF. It's Lori Leland, but she can be yours too.
Is that me?
That's you. Hi. You can be everybody's BFF.
So good to see you. Thank you.
Lori,
I love these. They're such a good idea. This can save lives.
And you save lives.
2 of them.
Right.
And I was telling Helen right before the show that at the big warehouse store, the home improvement store, the big one, we found these for $60 a piece.
One of them for $60.
Yeah.
So it would be $120 to get both of them.
Right.
And there's definitely, you need more than one of them. I have one outside the kitchen and one before the bedrooms.
That's great. And they also recommend that you put them in every sleeping area as well. So you might want to add to the ones that you have.
I think I need more.
I think so.
I think I do need more.
Think about it. Americans are severely underprotected. So if you don't have adequate smoke detectors in your home, this is a great opportunity right here, right now to add them. And this has that smoke and carbon monoxide, as you mentioned, which is the silent killer. This is First Alert too. So this is that premier brand when it comes to home safety. This is the brand. We know they're great innovators. They come up with cutting edge technology. And this sleek, slim little unit is actually going to replace for you 2 of these big giant things with that smoke detector and that carbon monoxide alarm. And then Helen's right, it has a built-in 10-year alarm. So here's the nice thing about that. You get that 2-in-1 smoke detector and carbon monoxide alarm built all into this sleek, easy to mount unit. Anybody can do it either high on a wall or on a ceiling. This has voice and location. So you can set this to over 12 different locations within your home. And if a problem happens, it will tell you where it's happening, which is great. You got a 10-year alarm life with no battery replacements whatsoever and that great slim design. But here's my favorite thing about it.
What?
I have no idea why this happens, but whenever you hear that beep, 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 beeping, that chirping that happens because the battery's dying.
You're right.
Why is it 2 o'clock in the morning?
Right.
Or 3 o'clock in the morning?
That's so true.
Right? Isn't it always like 100% of the time?
That's the perfect time to climb to the top of a ladder.
Right? When you're exhausted.
When you're half asleep and you're like, where's that? Right. Is there a bird stuck in my ceiling? Like, I know exactly.
Right.
Yes, you're
and
right.
And you want to just grab a broom handle and hit it a few
right.
times. I mean, and then think about this too. When you go up to take the batteries out or you go back up to check the batteries and you don't have that specialty battery, maybe it's that 9-volt or maybe it's that really expensive $12 or $13 specialty battery, you don't have it on hand. How long does it take for you to get to the store to replace those batteries? That span of time leaves your family totally unprotected. That will never happen with this. This is a 10-year lifespan. My only recommendation would be maybe test it every New Year's Day and every July 4th, maybe 2 times a year just to make sure everything's working. How do you test it? All you do is push the button, and if you're ready, I'll go ahead.
Is it going to be loud?
Oh, you think?
No, I'm ready.
It's going to be really loud.
I'm going to take this out of my ear.
All right, so this is 85 decibels, and we want to have the information so we can get up and out of our house. This is so super important. Okay. So, all right, are you ready?
I'm ready. Go ahead.
All right, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm scared.
Right. Okay, I'm scared for you. Here we go. All right, here we go.
I'm scared.
I'm going to push it. Oh, wait, maybe I need to, hold on, I gotta put this one in the on position. Let me show you how to do that first.
Okay.
All right, so check it out. Here's your on and off button back here on the back. So once you flip that switch into the on position, which is what I needed to do, that starts the 10-year counter and the 10-year clock. So this alarm is gonna work for you for a full 10 years. And the thing I really wanted to tell you was the American Fire Protection Association says that 3 in 5 home fire deaths happen in homes that don't have working smoke detectors. 3 in 5 5 home fire deaths happen in homes that don't have working smoke detectors.
I have this statistic that more than 2,400 Americans die each year in fires, and approximately 13,000 people are injured. I mean, that is not a happy statistic. A working smoke alarm can double your chances of survival, which is an amazing thing.
Right.
And by the way, we're doing another 2-pack. So just like, you know, here at HSN, when we talk to companies, we're doing like a national commercial for First Alert. So yes, First Alert is available in your stores right now. One of them is $60. So here at HSN, you get 2 of them for $89.95. You do need more than one of them. As a matter of fact, some of you might want to have more than 2 of them. So free shipping and handling for FlexPay, 1,500 have been spoken for. We have about 800 left.
Okay, so
it's talking already.
It is talking. So
now that you turned it on, it's saying.
So here's that. All you have to do is just touch that button.
I'm ready.
Okay. Yeah, it's loud.
Okay, that is loud.
It's 85 decibels. I just had to turn it on. I'll show you once again how to do that.
Evacuate. Smoking in child's bedroom. Evacuate.
Child's bedroom. So listen to that. That's really important information to have so you know where the problem is happening within your home. Isn't that amazing?
Evacuate. Carbon monoxide in child's bedroom. Evacuate.
Wow.
Carbon monoxide level 10 ppm.
Okay, so our level in the studio is 0. That's a very good thing.
Well, that's good news.
Isn't that great news? But
Yeah.
here's what First Alert did. They did a lot of research. They always do their due diligence. They found that children actually wake up to the spoken word more than they'll wake up to an alarm. Have you ever seen your little ones just sleep through loud noises? Mine sure does.
So I have an alarm clock in Becky's room.
And she doesn't even hear it.
She doesn't even hear it. It bounces all over. And you're
But
right.
if you speak
but
to
if I say
her-
Becky, she's like, what?
Right, exactly. So this technology is designed to save lives, and it's going to work for every member of your family with the combination of not only that blinking, flashing LED light that you saw right there, but the spoken word telling you where the problem is so you can go around it within your home. And then the other part of it too is that nice loud siren, 85 decibels, that's going to get everybody up and out of the home. But you know what? If you don't know there's a problem, you can't escape. And that's the really, really scary thing about this. Almost every single one of us have been touched in some way by a home fire. You know, we talk all the time about Adam and Chelsea Freeman. They had a home fire. They were very lucky, and everything is okay. But they were very, very, very close to not being able to get out of their home. Suzanne Runyon tells the story all the time. She lost 2 family members in a home fire.
You know, you can't on the news. I was going to say, watching the news this week, there's horrible. And you know, there was a movie that someone won that big Golden Statue Award for.
Right.
And the whole story was about the home fire, and it's so avoidable. Let's avoid that. Let's take a U-turn and let's just avoid it by $89.95 for 10 years. I mean, do you have car insurance? Do you have homeowners insurance? Do you have health insurance? How about insurance for your house, your life, getting your family out? This is something like the most proactive thing you can do. And even if you survive the fire, do you really want to have your home burned? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like you could run out and, and also let me just say something, your pets. We have somebody who works here at HSN who him and his girlfriend 100% okay, but it was so sad.
Sad.
They lost literally everything, including the pets. It was so sad.
Not
awful.
one shred
in an
of
apartment building
and their
that the
pets are
smoke.
gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's awful. It's
and
awful.
Like you said, information is power. This is totally avoidable. Americans are severely underprotected. You are half as likely to die in a home fire when you have working smoke detectors. That's the statistic.
Right.
You know this.
The more lead time you get, the better.
That's exactly it.
More lead. That's what you want is lead time.
When you get that information, you can call for help, and like you said, maybe
call
prevent.
911 after you get out the door. Get out the door safely.
Absolutely.
Get your pets, get your family, get everybody out the door. Call 911. The fire department comes, puts out that bacon burning in the kitchen that you don't, that maybe. Okay, I'm talking about myself. That you don't know how to cook. And then guess what? Maybe the worst thing that you have is it smells like smoke for a couple days. And you're going to say, you know what? I'm glad I put down $22.49 on that HSN product. I'm glad I did. That was totally worth it. That's
And you know what? Just the money that you're going to save alone in batteries is going to be worth this purchase price. You're going to save hundreds and hundreds of dollars over the next 10 years. You'll never hear that chirping in the middle of the night. You'll never have a battery to replace. You'll never have to think about it. And let me show you again that easy mounting and how you turn this on. You do have to turn it on. I had forgotten.
Yes.
But there's the on switch right there. Once you click that into the on position, your 10-year counter starts. So now you've got this smoke detector and carbon monoxide alarm for the next decade. You don't have to do a thing to it, but just test it once in a while.
Will this chirp in a decade?
It will will chirp and let you know that it needs to be replaced.
So even when 10 years go by and you don't remember it, it
will remind you, hey, I need to be replaced. And then at
10
that
years
time, you
from
just buy
now,
another
I don't know what I'll be remembering.
Right. Yeah, very little.
Very
like
little.
Me,
I can't remember anything
on a
now.
beach somewhere, perhaps. Right?
I hope so.
And then look at this. You've got this great little mounting bracket on the back. So this is really easy. It slides easily right into place, but we're including for you all of the hardware, and all there are 2 screws right on the back of this. So all you do is pop it right on. That's all there is to it. Keep in mind, one more time, there's that on switch right there. But look at how sleek and slim this is. This actually has a smart smoke entry design. It's called a nuisance resistant design. This is brand new. Again, cutting edge technology from the folks at First Alert, which simply means you'll have fewer false alarms. How many times have you had those old clunker smoke detectors? And maybe you have First Alert in your home right now. They are a world-recognized, world-renowned brand when it comes to saving lives and fire prevention. But some of these older units don't have this latest, greatest cutting-edge technology. Sometimes they will go off if a steamy shower, you know, happens to let some steam a little bit too close to it. Or someone does burn the bacon. If this alarm goes off, you probably really, truly do have a problem, because this has fewer false alarms.
I actually have a question. So where do you put it in your house for the carbon monoxide? Because I don't even get where that comes in.
Well, this is a 2-in-1 alarm, so you want to put these where you'd put a typical smoke detector, either high on a wall or up on the ceiling. It's totally up to you. But it's going to test for both smoke and carbon monoxide. And again, I would recommend testing these once or twice a year. But the beautiful thing about this is you need virtually no skills whatsoever to be able to install it. I installed 2 of these in my home, and it took about 20 minutes. And it's so worth it to add to the ones that you have in your home, or maybe you're replacing those wired ones. This is going to be a great way to not have to worry about any wiring or calling in an electrician. The other thing too, a lot of people don't realize is, do you know smoke detectors have a lifespan of about 10 years? So if you take stock and look around your home right now and see what you have, and you're thinking, my gosh, I bet those smoke detectors were original to my house, and my house is older than 10 years, you might consider replacing them, or at least adding to them with First Alerts, because you know what happens? They start to lose efficacy after about a decade.
And maybe you're having the grandchildren come visit you. Maybe you want a room that you usually don't have anybody in. You're going to have your grandkids there. Definitely put one in front of that room. Super important. But we love that we're doing 2 of them. If you go anywhere else, one of them is $60. Here at HSN, 2 of them $89.95. Free shipping and handling. I know that flex pay is for today only, $22.49. And Lori's you're not going to be back till 11 p.m.
11 at night.
Do you have these at 11 at night?
No, we don't have these back.
Oh, so this is the only airing of the day.